recently learned that you should never go on a trip with a group of strangers because once you get to the airport, spot 5 people you've never met and catch the flight to Da Nang, you'll awkwardly film your ride to the hotel, wondering if any of these was a good idea. You're finally checked in, ready to explore the old town in Hoi An, and you'll find out that it's gonna be 40 degrees the entire trip. Now why the would anyone leave Singapore to walk 13,000 steps in this scorching heat? But there's a bigger problem. You're technically on a work trip, anxious around new people, and a chronic overthinker, which means you're physically in one of the most beautiful countries in Asia but mentally somewhere else entirely, until you open up to your roommates for the trip, Ted and Ian. They tell you not to worry and that they would help along the way. You honestly don't fully believe them, but that's what the rest of the trip is for. You'll find yourself midway through a cooking class, walking through a 700-year-old fishing village, or even on the back of a Vespa with breathtaking views and still drafting contingency plans in your head that nobody asked for. And after the first 3 days, you'll find yourself with the rest of the group on a 6-hour train ride to Phong before splitting up to explore some of the most beautiful caves over the next 2 days. It was pretty tiring, like seriously. Steep terrain, equipment on your back, in and out of water, insects everywhere, no signal and clothes drenched before noon. There was no room for overthinking until you were greeted by the amazing voice of your tour guide deep inside the cave. Lying on the paddleboard with her voice bouncing off millions of years of limestone, you're just there and fully present. Maybe for the first time all trip, but there's still something missing. So after 2 days of being in nature, you reunited with the rest of the group and spent the last day exploring the rest of Phong Nha under the same scorching sun. But this time, the heat doesn't bother you too much. That's when you realize you should never go to Vietnam with a group of strangers, because if you spend the whole time stressing about every interaction, you'll find yourself on the flight back home realizing that the trip has already ended and you were almost there for it.